And this is the actual room, this is the float lab where I go in, and it's just a completely isolated room. Apparently, I had an interesting, crazy Uber driver, actually just a cab driver, that drove me to the wrong train station. So in San Diego, there's 2 train stations, right? One is in the village, one is in the city. This guy has drove me to the one in the city when I need to be at the one in the village. So I was already kind of like tight, but with that, kind of lost the train, and I will take the one from that's gonna be 8:21. So that's okay. Then I'm gonna be there at like 11:20. My meetings start at 12 o'clock, so it should be fine. Should be. Now we'll see. Other than that, by the way, the reason I'm taking the train in the first place is because I'm really curious if I'm seeing the coastline and all those things. And it's just so much better than taking the plane, which takes like 3 hours. Like 2.5 hours just to like check in, check out, and all those things. So gotta do that. Now I'm gonna hop back and go get an iPhone charger because this is not good. And we'll get back here at 8 o'clock. So let's do that. So just transferred my SIM card from one phone to another, and now I have to charge my phone to actually be able to use it, but it's still a lot better than not having a phone in the first place because I had no charger. So for 10 bucks I got a iPhone cable, so that's beautiful. It's actually pretty funny what happens when you don't wake up in the morning, you know? Even though I've had 3 alarms on my phone and 1 on my tablet, and I was not able, it's so funny, I was not able to wake up off of any of them, and I had 3 on my phone, 1 on my tablet. Like, how crazy is that? I have like an hour till the next train arrives, so in the meantime I'm gonna get some work done to kind of back up and recover for lost time. So gotta get some work done now. Made it inside the train, pretty excited. Get there about probably 11:30. So have a meeting at 12. It's gonna be tight, but it's gonna be good. So in the meantime, let's have some calls with the team. Okay, so just arrived in the train station. Gotta head back to the Uber and walk to the first meeting. I'm probably gonna be late to that for about 15 minutes, but it's all good. Had like 4 hours of calls in the train, which was pretty cool. I actually love these train trips because they allow me to have calls and get stuff done, not being on a plane having like the shittiest Wi-Fi in the world. So that's good. Now let's drop in the Uber. Let's see. Yeah, so made it ultimately. I'm pretty much in a 15-minute delay, but I think that's all good. We'll probably see how that goes. And yeah, I have like, I believe if I look at it, 1 second. I had like 4 hours of calls while on train, which was awesome. And now I'm gonna have probably another 3-4 hours of meetings. And one that's gonna be interesting is I'm gonna be at this place, I think it's in Venice Beach or something. It's called a sensory deprivation. And what they essentially do is and I've done this in January, by the way. I have another vlog on that, but what they essentially do is they put you in a room and it doesn't have any sound. Your body just floats in salt water and you cannot see anything, which is kind of weird, but it's so interesting. So that's what we're doing, and we're ending up the day with a dinner with a client. 6:30. It's gonna be awesome, so let's do it. So just finished a bunch of meetings and now heading to this thing called sensory deprivation experience. I should have had 2 hours on it. Usually they only do 2 hours. Wow, that's weird. Okay, usually they only do 2 hours, but I only do like an hour and a half or something like that, and we'll go from there. No, float lab, take a look at the basement. Okay, so that's kind of it. The sensory deprivation thing is kind of interesting. I'm gonna talk about it after I get out of it. Really good meetings, exciting stuff, new clients coming in, e-com, big brands, personal branding deals. I'm really excited, and I'm really looking to expand the company. So it's gonna be really, really cool. Let's press that. And one thing, I'll need to be taking out, just knock the door at the end, yeah, 3 times. So let me show you how this looks. This is right here where you shower. I'm gonna shower myself right here. And this is the actual room. This is the float lab where I go in. And it's just a completely isolated room, right? So what happens is I'm gonna go take a shower right here, put my ear plugs in, as well as, what was the other thing? No, I think that's earplugs, that's it. And there is no light, no sound, and my body is floating in completely perfect temperature water and salted water that lets my body like completely float seamless and effortlessly. So I should have a completely effortless experience. I've done this once. I'm really curious how this is gonna turn out today. So let's just do it. I'm curious. It was pretty amazing, that thing. I'm kind of like in a state of between sleep and being awake. And yeah, so let's get to this next meeting and we'll figure it out. But that thing was definitely amazing. I feel really, really fresh, like a power nap, and it's just really interesting. So fully recommend it. Now let's get to the meeting. Bye-bye. Heading out to San Diego right now. We're gonna end the night with this. All these things, we're doing ads, we're doing campaigns, sequences, and all these stuff that we're doing for clients. That's kind of something that we integrate in everything that we do, building an actual story. So